Praise Jesus, guardian angel, and my angel Esther Masila. Guys, we are so excited, and we are grateful for the love that you have shown, to this Love Wins show, and the feedback that you guys have given, and vile tu mmekuwa mki support through tangu tuanze show mpaka sasa tunafanya the third episode of the Love Wins show, and we are excited to bring you this episode. And in this episode, like we told you in the teaser that we posted, in episode tunataka kuambia story behind RADA the song, na vile RADA zao zetu na watu wawili watatu zimebadilika. So stay tuned. Kama huja subscribe, subscribe, and finya pia hiyo notification, ndo tukileta the fourth episode utaweza kukuwa notified. Asio, asante.
So Guardian, RADA was definitely a big hit. What was the concept behind the song? What led you to releasing such a song?
First writing the song, I thought about a lot of things that I have gone through, my personal life, zile vitu nimepitia, ile maisha nimeishi, na hata mimi mwenyewe kuna time nikijiangalia vile nilikuwa, sikuwa naamini kama kuna kitu fiti itatokea kwa life yangu, ama kuna mahali naweza enda kwa maisha. Unajua time zingine unaangalia life vile iko na ile place yenye uko, yani uko slum ndani uko na maisha iko hapo ni ngumu, mpaka auoni kama uko na hopes za baby kuwa na a better life. So writing even RADA was a really personal song to me, and a really personal message that the things that God has done to me, and even the transitions that God has made in my life from the place where I was to the person that I am right now. Kweli it's clear that vile uko sahi sio vile utakuwa in future, na sio vile utakuwa hata kesho, kwa sababu hakuna mtu anajua kesho itakuwaje. There's no one who even knows the next minute, what will happen the next minute. So you realize that paswi sana kufocus on who you are now ama place yenye uko sahi, kwa sababu the next minute vitu zinaweza badilika in one call. Vitu zinaweza badilika kwa wewe commit one person in a second. Yani maisha yako inaweza turn around kabisa completely, just in a blink of an eye. Vitu zinaweza kufanyika kwamba maisha yako iwe iko place tofauti kabisa. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa concept, hiyo ndio ilikuwa the inspiration behind the song, because for me kuna mahali nilikuwa siku fulani na sasa niko place tofauti kwa sababu ya zile vitu God amefanya. So it was also my challenge and encouragement to people kwamba wasifocus sana na place yenye wako, kwa sababu inaweza kubadilika. RADA inaweza kubadilika anytime. Yeah.
Na personally wewe na Mresha hapo, RADA imebadilikaje in your life?
Now the story is this. Let me tell you what the story is. Kwangu mimi, and sijui kama nimementionia, but maybe juu tu. Kuna vitu mob sana zime happen kwa life yangu hapa nyuma, in terms of hata relationship na love, and even through the whole time nilikuwa na post #LoveWins. Nilikuwa nisha make decision, sitai kukua in an intimate relationship, sitai kukua in love na mtu yoyote. Unajua, nilikuwa nishaamua, yani from the disappointment that nilipata, ama vitu tu nimekuwa nikiangalia, nilikuwa nishaamua, yani mimi na mambo na love, mambo na marriage, hiyo ni kitu haitawahi ku happen kwa life yangu. So pole nilikuwa develop hatred fulani for love. Hatred for the women. ile ati kwamba ati nifike mahali ni feel kama napenda mdem, nilikuwa nasikia hiyo kitu inani irritate, inani hurt, inafanya yani na feel ni kama hiyo wound ni fresh. Na niko na rafiki yangu mmoja, nitamention kwa sababu hamtajua ni nani, anaitwa Wanji. Wanji tume kwa mabeste na for a long time, tukiwa kwa conversations zetu akimention time yote hata tu word love tunakosana kabisa. Yani I think sasa in the middle of a conversation and probably something about love comes up, hiyo story inaishia hapo. Yani inaweza fanya mpaka tusiongee tena, yani ndio imeisha. Yani vile sikuwa nataka kusikia mtu akinimentionia love. But funny, all the time tukiongea alikuwa na hope, ama alikuwa very sure that one day I'll fall in love with someone. So she kept telling me, one day you will fall in love with someone na utatusumbua sana na hiyo mapenzi, utafall in love. So akianza hiyo story ilikuwa nakosana. Baka ananiambia, wewe ngoja tu, siku moja utapenda dem na mimi ndakuwa nakusaidia mpaka place utampeleka vacation. Tunakosana kabisa. Yani nilikuwa namwambia hiyo ni kitu haiwezekani kabisa. So after a while, like 4 months 4 months of me knowing Waji and us having these conversations about love, I go for a meeting. So going for a meeting, I'm just going into a business meeting. Nimeketi hapo tunaongea, and then this lady comes. So me simjui na sijui kama yeye kweli amekuja kunicheki. Then so tuko hapo, tuko na Maina tunaongea, and then she comes, and then Maina anamwambia huyu ndo guardian, because niko na kani nimeface mbele. So she sees me and she's so excited about seeing me. So I stood up from where I was sitting and I went to give a hug, like I'm just saying hi. And the minute I hugged her like this, nearly feel like something has touched my heart. The way you'll feel like kuna kitu imekuguza. I just felt some different vibe about this woman, even when I was still holding her. And nika feel this is different, different from every other feeling I had about, even saying hi and, meeting other people. So we sat meeting, we had lunch, just, introducing each other, and kidogo conversation about my music, and she was so passionate about my music. She wanted to know how come she didn't even know me before, yet she knew some of my songs. And the one thing she said is, who is your manager? I mean, what is he doing? Why are you not out here? And she was so passionate about me, getting out and my ministry being known by many people. So meeting ikaisha. Meeting ilipoisha, before the meeting ended, I had to put, she had to put RADA as a skiza. So I had to direct her on how to put RADA as a skiza. Then after putting RADA as the skiza, because now me, I would never ask her for her number. After putting RADA as a skiza, I had to call her so that we hear kama RADA ndo imesha kwa skiza yake. So that's how I got the number. So getting the number, I'm going back home. On my way home, I was just like, thank you so much. You're a nice person. Now that's me. So to start up the conversation, and she was telling me how she, she's blessed by music, and she was humbled, meeting me and all that stuff. And going home, I was even talking to my driver and telling him, there's just something about this lady. And I don't understand what it is, but I know there's something. And she, you know, the way someone will be on your mind all through. Naingia hata stories zingine, Dere analeta stories zingine, but I still come back. There's just something about that lady. There's something about that lady. So I even came home, you know, got into my biashara as usual, studio nini. But there's just something about this woman. She cannot leave my mind. I mean, I'm not even understanding how I'm that guy who, you know, hates to love, hates to even think about love. But this lady is stuck on my mind. So, maisha ikaendelea, you know, 1 week, 2 weeks. I invited her on one of my videos. Song inaitwa Usinipite. So she came through for the video. After the video, tukaongea kidogo, and then came the time again to hug. Because now she has to go home. So nilimhug hivi tena nikasikia that feeling again. Tukahug, akaishia. And I hope nikamwambia thanks for, you know, coming through for my shoot. Appreciate. Then later in the week we had a little conversation about just relationships and how we think about, you know, how the generations have changed and how things have changed even in regards to relationships. And in that conversation came something, I think, to do with the hug. And that is where now I got the spark to just, you know, let her know how I felt even from the first hug. And the rest became history. So, RADA is apparently the song that got her wanting to see me. And my testimony about RADA is that RADA changed completely my perspective and even my thinking and my decision towards love. I mean, RADA yangu ya love ili change through my song RADA. Nilikuwa nimeamua mambo ya mapenzi, mimi, mambo ya ndoa, wachana nayo ikae kabisa. Alafu nikaimba song inaitwa RADA, alafu akasikiza RADA, alafu akanitafuta tuonane, alafu RADA yangu ya love ikachange. Mpaka sasa tuko hapa.
So Esther, tell us about pia vile RADA ili change in your life.
Wow. Where do I begin? Anyway, like Guardian said, I heard this song when my friend Mina played it one morning on my way to work. So I texted him and I asked him, what song is that? So he texted back and said, it's called RADA by Guardian Angel. So I think because he understands my love for music and also when I'm passionate about a song, he played the song twice. So by the time I got to work, I had learned a few of the words and I was even jamming to it in the car. So when I got to the office, the first thing I did, I went to my computer and I looked for the song. And the whole day, that was the song that played. By the time I was going home in the evening, I had learned the words of this song. I had never heard of Guardian Angel, never. But then now I went back to his channel and I discovered I've actually been singing some of his songs like Wakati wa Mungu, Kosi. Those are the songs that I used to sing when Mina plays them on the radio. So that week, I texted Mina and I asked him, Mina, I'd love to meet Guardian. So he just asked me, name the day. And I said Friday because we work half days, it would be convenient for me. So he arranged a meeting. And I walked in to this restaurant And yes, I see Guardian. And the excitement, for me, I think it was more of meeting this person that I heard about a song and it touched me, because for me, I love music. All my friends know I love music, I love to sing, I love to dance, but this particular song had a message for me. So we got speaking like Guardian has mentioned. And that song never left my soul. It never. And every time I listened to it, it taught me something. It was telling me, like, there's something about your life that this song is speaking to you about. And for sure, things changed. I met a person here who was so humble. You know, I was just humbled by Guardian's personality, the kind of music that he has. I was wondering to myself, how come the world doesn't know him? So for me, RADA was the beginning of my purpose, to live my purpose, to have a purpose in the life that I want to lead. Yes, and RADA has changed my life by meeting this humble man. He has changed my life.
Come here, baby. Can I hug on this show? I love you.
Can you sing us the chorus, Esther?
I want to get the guitar so that now I can sing. Hivyo leo, hiyo ni ya leo. Wenda kesho hiyo RADA ibadilike.
Matatizo ulonayo
Ya leo,
hizo shida ulonazo
ni ya leo. Wenda kesho hiyo RADA ibadilike. RADA ibadilike, ulala.
ibadilike,
Ulala. Wenda kesho hiyo RADA ibadilike.
RADA ibadilike,
Ulala.
ibadilike.
Ulala. Wenda kesho hiyo RADA ibadilike.
That is actually my 2020 song of the year. RADA.
2020 song of the year for all of us, and just special. It's just amazing how truly things can really change, and the way things have happened for me, I believe hakuna kitu haiwezi kubadilika. Yani kama mimi ndo niko hapa, sometimes I even post and you know, talk about love, and even in the process of just me posting, I'm thinking, if I'm the one talking about love, you know, intimate love, hii love nyingine ya kawaida nilikuwa nayo sana kwa sababu ya watu, napenda watoto, napenda mambo mingi. Lakini sasa mimi kumpenda mtu, kama ni mimi naweza kuwa naiongelelea saa hii, basi kweli RADA inabadilika.
Na kwa hiyo video tumeona kuna house fulani, let's not talk about the scene in town. There's a specific house that is in the video. How did you spot this house? How did you know that you'd like to shoot and use it in your video?
Having spoken about how our RADA changed in terms of, you know, how we relate to each other, let's talk about someone else's RADA. And I think in song kweli, for me, I've believed in singing music that becomes a reality, or that changes people's lives. And God has been amazing. God has been faithful, that He has given me the grace, even from the feedback that I get from people telling me how they even got born again because of listening to my music. They were in very tough situations, na kusikiza mziki yangu ikawapa moyo ama ikawa encourage. One of those people, and it's amazing. When I was a little kid, I used to listen a lot to Rose Muhando. You know, Rose Muhando ameimba for a while. na mimi nilikuwa fan wake mbaya, na sio mimi, sisi wote tunajua how huge Rose Muhando has been as far as the gospel ministry is concerned. So I really used to love her music. Beginning of this year, tukiruka mwaka on 31st, I did an event in Nakuru for Pamoja concert, and Rose Muhando was one of the artists who were coming to that event. I met her vile tu tunakutana na wasanii. When I met her, I didn't even think she knows me. So nilienda kumsalimia nikitaka kujiintroduce, and when she saw me, she was so excited, she was so happy, and it really touched my heart that she told me that wewe ndo umefanya nikuje kwa event. Yani wewe ndo nilitaka kukuona, na ndio sababu nilikubali kukuja kwa event. So I'm thinking, man, mimi nafikiria huyu ni mtu nafaa kujiintroduce kwake, kwa sijui kama ananijua hata ama anasikianga muziki yangu, and she's so excited about seeing me. Now akaniambia kwamba when she was in the hospital, kuna wimbo wangu mmoja alikuwa anasikiza kila siku. Hiyo wimbo ni Hadithi. Yani ilinigusa hiyo sana kusikia kwamba one of my songs zili minister to a legend or such a huge minister in the ministry. Wakati alikuwa anahitaji kusikiza Mungu, alihudumiwa na one of my songs. So for me, just thank God that my ministry has touched people's lives. So now comes RADA again. So I want to shoot the video, and I'm out there looking for a location. Nilikuwa nimeenda in a mall, certain mall hapa karibu to na place where I live. And when I was getting to the mall, just at the gate, I saw two ladies ambao walikani kama wanaishi kwa hiyo slum. So said hi to them, asked them, told them I need a house, lakini nahitaji nyumba inakaa. Wale watu wanaishi hapo wako na shida sana, kwa sababu nataka kufanya video yangu hapo. Wakaniambia kuja tuende kwetu, kwa sababu kwetu tuko na shida kweli kweli. Na najua mama yangu atakubali, bora utatupatia kitu kidogo. So I went to see the house, and when I go to the house to ask this lady about shooting there, yani nyumba kwanza ilinishtua vile panakaa na vile wanaishi, lakini alinikubalisha. Unajua kuna wengine labda watafeel ni kama uko na agenda tofauti, but yeye alinikaribisha vipoa. Akaniambia ni sawa, unaweza kuja kufanya video. So we planned for the video. The next day went to the location and we shot RADA. Na hata funny, hatukushoot kwa nyumba yake ndani hata hiyo song RADA, but hiyo ndio ilikuwa intention kwamba tuone how iko na shida, but hatukushoot kwake ndani. Tulimfanya tu kidogo clip moja akiwa hapo nje kwake, and I think the video is gonna show akiwa nje ya nyumba yake. So hatukushoot hata nyumba. But then after releasing the song, I felt in my heart that I needed to be a blessing to this family. So when I was doing one of my CSR visits, and my lady, when she was celebrating her birthday and she wanted to reach out to support people, I suggested to her, after we had done the children's home, I suggested to her that we go to the slum, kwa sababu tulikuwa tumebakisha pesa kidogo. Tukasema acha hii imebaki kidogo, acha tuende kwa slum tuwanunulie angalau chakula and just be a blessing to them. So when there, she saw how they are. We talked kidogo, tukawanunulia chakula, tukawapelekea, hiyo ikaisha hivyo. So juzi wakati tunafanya Love Wins, I think ikani hit tena kwamba tunahitaji kurudi hapo. And I just thought to myself, how about because the other times we wanted to do, like just going to the slum and distributing food to the families in the slum. But I thought, that will be just like the normal visits that people do, and it won't make much impact. So tukaamua kwamba, nikamuuliza kama badala ya kufanya hizo distributions nyingi, kama tunaweza kuchukua one family tubadilishe maisha yake kabisa kabisa, then maybe Mungu akitupatia uwezo, we go to the next family, and this is the family that came up for me. So tukaamua tutabomoa nyumba yake, pale chini. Hatuwezi kuibomoa yote kwa sababu again, unajua hizi ni nyumba wana rent, so huwezi anza ku reconstruct nyumba ya mtu na huyu ni tenant amerent. So what we did, because alikuwa amecomplain kwamba wakati tunamnunulia mattress, the next day when we went to check on her, she said kulinyesha bado kwa nyumba ndani. So hata una mattress lakini bado nyumba inanyesha, so hauwezi kulalia hiyo mattress kwa hiyo nyumba. So tukaamua kwamba tumbadilishie roof na tumbadilishie floor, badala ya kuweka mattress kwa matope, angalau awe na floor ambayo anaweza kuiosha ikichafuka, anaweza kuosha na pia mvua isikuwe inanyesha. So tukaenda kubadilisha roof, tukabadilisha floor, and now leo tumeweza kumrudisha kwa nyumba yake ambayo iko better. So for her, we also believe ya kwamba through the song and through her accepting for us to go and shoot in her house, rada yake pia imebadilika, kwa sababu tuliamua kwamba tutamwacha akose chakula siku yoyote, hatutamwacha akose maji, hatutamwacha ateseke. So tumemchukua kama yeye ni familia yetu, kwamba kila mwezi tutakuwa tunajaribu ile kidogo tuko nayo, anapata kitu ya kula. Pia yeye rada yake basi imebadilika. Hiyo ndo kitu rada imefanya kwa maisha yetu sisi wote, imefanya kwetu sisi personally, na pia kwa maisha ya mtu ambaye aliamua tu shoot video kwake ya the same song. Rada inaweza kubadilika. Kwa hivyo pia yeye kweli anaamini sio nyimbo tu, but rada ya ukweli inaweza kubadilikia mtu, na upate watu ama upate mtu ako willing kukusupport ama kufanya maisha yako iwe better.
Lastly, we'd like to know what is the importance of giving back to the community.
So there's a book I've been reading, it's called Financial Distinction. Working in financial distinction. And there's one part of a book that I read that really inspired me. I was talking about the Dead Sea. Kwamba Dead Sea iko na inlet lakini haina outlet, and that's why it's called the Dead Sea. Because it receives but it doesn't give. You understand? And so even looking into the Word of God, says kwamba give and it shall be given. And it also says that blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that receiveth. Understand? So for me, that has been the inspiration. For me, I'll give a simple illustration, and this is how it is. If you have your hand like this, maybe do you have some money or something? Bring some money. Bring a lot of money. Bring a lot of money. How can you say we used all that we have and yet we cannot finish?
This is the thousand.
Yeah, bring a thousands. Do you have more thousands?
Hey,
I have.
we will help to stress about visiting my viewers.
So this is an illustration I'm going to give about giving to the society. Sweet, I want you to give me money. You'll give me 1,000, and then give me another 1,000, then another 1,000. So just give me 1,000. Give me another 1,000. Give me another 1,000. Give me another 1,000. Now, I want you to take it. Now give it to me again. So I receive and I give. I receive again and I give. 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 Enough, baby. So I'm receiving and giving, and it's creating space for me to receive more. You understand? But if I receive, baby, and fold my hand on what I have received, not to give, then if she wants to give me more, she cannot. Kwa sababu nimefungia mkono kwa ile kidogo ambayo niko nayo, so siwezi kupata nyingine. Lakini mkono wangu ikiwa hivi, nikipokea, nikitoa, na create space ya kupata nyingine. I'm going to give another illustration. This is a glass that has water, and I want to give it more water. So this is a full glass. If this glass stays with this water, I cannot give it more water. But if this glass gives out the water, creates space for me to give it more. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the show. Our host is gonna keep all the money that we have given her so that we get more. Baby?
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching the show. It's always amazing for us to receive your feedback and know how you feel about the show and what you want us to do next. Check out for the next episode. It's gonna be the 4th episode coming, yeah? Watch out for it, guys. Still tell us what you feel about the show, what you think we need to improve, what you think tunahitaji kuongeza zaidi. You know, it's a learning process for us, and I believe for all of us, the crew, the guys behind the cameras. We just want to appreciate all of you guys for making the show happen and making it beautiful. Asanteni sana. Endelea hivyo ku support show yetu na ku support the love wins, kwa sababu upendo inashinda siku zote. Always amazing to have you, sweetie, on the show. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.